concept of minions. I really loved it. So when you spoke about it in some of your content, can you tell my audience about it? Because it's a fascinating, I think, tool.
Yeah, sure. So unfortunately, I didn't know many things about peak performance and psychology when I was playing chess. And I learned many things when I started poker because it's even more important. And at some point, I got like very, very, very deep into peak performance world. And I was grinding every book, every course available online. And I would work quite big names in the peak performance world. And I started to learn lots of things. And one of the fascinating things for me was to learn that this peak performance in the world, in all areas, from sports to business world, they do often some very, very advanced techniques, so advanced that for normal people, it might sound like it's crazy, it's stupid, it's like, what the heck? Starting from visualization to affirmation to speaking loudly and everything. And when the good example is Michael Phelps. He was the best swimmer the world has ever seen. And from 18 years old, he was winning every gold medal there. And when he retired with their coaches, they revealed what they were doing. And the shocking thing was after he would go to swim for hours, he would come back, take rest, and then he would swim 2 hours a day laying on his sofa. So when you say someone, Michael Phelps was lying on his sofa and was swimming, people might think it's just stupid, it just cannot work, it's impossible, and they just don't want to hear anymore. But what he was doing, he was visualizing all the things, every movement of his hands, of his legs, with brain, he was perfecting every his movement. And he was seeing how he's winning every race, how he's winning the medal. And he was connecting his subconscious brain to his body. And when you have this connection, it works very strong. At some point, I realized with all these affirmations and visualization and advancing, what actually it happens. And what it happens, it's just you nurture your subconscious brain and you change your self-image, and your subconscious does the job for you. This is the advanced concept. I like very much Einstein's quote that he says, if you cannot explain something to 6 years old, you don't understand the concept yourself.
Yep.
So every time I have something in my brain, I try to think, how can I explain it to 6 years old? And subconscious, how can I explain the subconscious and still self-image to 6 years old? So here I came with this minion concept, which I think it's very simple way explains how it happens. My idea with minions is, I imagine that there are 1 million minions in my brain, like small minions from the cartoon, and they are kids. They are like 5 years old kids. They don't want to do anything. They just want to chill. They want to have ice cream. They want to lay and watch Netflix and just don't want to do anything. And if they don't want to do that, but you are like, I want to train, you will need some discipline, you will need some willpower, but often it doesn't go long. It just very often people break on that. The problem comes because you are not connected with your minions and you are in conflict. And when you are in conflict, you lose lots of energy for forcing, they say, your body, yourself, but actually you are forcing your minions, that kids who just don't want to do that. And maybe they will do it 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, but eventually they will stop. So the minions, you need to motivate these minions, the kids. And there are 2 ways to motivate. One is, kids, you will gain this pleasure, or kids, if you don't do this, you will have this pain. An example can be, if we become grandmaster kids, we are going to have successful life, we will be financially free, we will travel the world, etc. And the minions will, travel the world, we will go to America, we will go to New Zealand, we will see the world, we will have lots of, let's become a grandmaster. Or it can be the other way, minions, if now we don't train and if we don't become a grandmaster, you know what we will do in our life? They're like, what we'll do? I said, you know what? We will not be able to pay for our electricity and we watch Netflix. We need to work. And they're like, what will work? They're like, we will drive taxi every day, 12 hours a day. And they're, no, we don't want to do. And you're like, kids, okay, now let's do this. And they are, let's do this. And if you have this connection with your minions, everything goes much easier in your life. You don't need that amount of willpower and that amount of discipline, because often you will do things unconsciously in a way that they will do it for you. You will not wake up and I need to train today. Like they will just, it will be so smoothly. They will be like, I will wake up. Now we are having, let's go to train. It's enough having that burger. Like, let's go to train. Let's do this.